to me, he's a fucking paycheck. He sells a lot of fights, people paying to watch, but fucking he hasn't earned it, doesn't fucking deserve it. But here we are, give it to him. He sells a lot of fights. I'll go fucking fight the man for 5 rounds. But no, he has not earned it. He doesn't fucking deserve it. And getting a decision with a welterweight off a couch is not fucking earning it.
Hello, fellas and felleritas. So this last week in the middleweight division, we have a new challenger. We have a new challenger for Sean Strickland. Khamzat Chimaev. He beat Usman and now is becoming the title challenger. In Sean Strickland, he has come out and said he's not pro this fight. He doesn't think this fight is the one that should happen. He doesn't think Khamzat has done enough to earn a title shot. I don't disagree with him. I really don't. It doesn't. To me, it doesn't make much sense. When you have DuPlessis is the next title shot holder. If you here, let's reset a little bit. Khamzat, his last 4 fights, what has he done? Jack Hermanson in a wrestling match. Gilbert Burns at 170. Kevin Holland, I believe there was a short note. It was a last-minute replacement fight. Kevin Holland. And now he has Kamaru Usman, who is a welterweight, who went up a weight class on 11 days' notice. So Hermanson, a wrestling match. Gilbert Burns, 170. Kevin Holland, who is a 170er. And Kamaru Usman. It's not a title run. I mean, I'm sorry to say it's not. But if you look, I tried my best to remember everyone, but I just couldn't do it. If you look at Drikus has an incredibly impressive last 4 fights. Brad Tavares, he won with a decision. Darren Till, he submitted Darren Till. Derek Brunson stopped him. Corner stoppage. They threw in a towel. It is a way I have never beaten someone. I've beaten someone in every which way. Never beat someone by making their corner said he's had enough. But I told my wife that if she ever throws in the towel for me, I'm going to divorce her. That is all there is to it. If she throws in that towel, we're done. Let me die. And then his last fight is very impressive. Robert Whitaker. Yeah, the tapology is power jab to punches. I've never seen tapology describe the finish. Power jab to punches, round 2. That is an incredible 4-fight win streak there. And he's won prior to that. Prior to that is Trevin Giles, Marcus Perez. He's had an impressive streak here in the UFC. He is the rightful title shot holder. Now, I understand he turned down the fight with the New Zealand native, the Stylebender. I always forget how to say his name. He turned down that fight, and that apparently kicked him the butt and haunted him forever. Even though I understand it, he was injured. He had just fought. He didn't want to fight so soon again. It makes sense. I wouldn't have done it, but I understand somebody else doing it. But to say that Khamzat deserves the title shot over his honestly fairly lame last 4 fights. They've been good. They've been good enough. He's won a bunch of decisions and then the one finish. But DuPlessis, that he was able to beat Derek Brunson, Darren Till, Brad Tavares, Robert Whitaker fairly easily. That is the title. That is the title challenger. That really should be. Sean Strickland agrees. Sean Strickland hasn't said anything about DuPlessis, but has come out and said, listen, I understand what Dana White has said. Dana White said before the fight, and I understand why Dana said it. Dana had to say it to make sure Kamaru Usman took the fight. That fight became way more important to me. Like, I wanted to watch that fight. Khamzat versus Usman. I wanted to see, I was looking forward to that. I thought, I wonder if Usman has it. Because I wanted to see Strickland, get his revenge on Usman for that loss that Usman gave him years ago. Didn't happen. Khamzat won like he was supposed to. He fought a 170-pounder on 11 days' notice and won a decision. It was a close decision. A split win, but yeah. DuPlessis is the way to go. I understand Dana White said what Dana White said. But I hope DuPlessis is training. I hope he's staying up because Khamzat doesn't fight. Khamzat, he goes on these. I mean, he hasn't fought. It was like 2 years ago was the last time he competed. He doesn't fight often. Wait. I guess it wasn't 2 years ago. It was like a year. But prior to that, it was like he fights once a year. Strickland fights all the damn time. Strickland will be the most in that ring champion that has ever been. He will be there all day, every day. DuPlessis needs to be the next title shot. The Khamzat gets it, means DuPlessis is likely next, which means Cannonier is a long ways away from fighting. And who else is it? Bo Nichols is going to get thrown in. Bo Nichols is going to jump Cannonier. Bo Nichols will get one fight Cannonier, beat Cannonier, and then fight Sean Strickland. That's like, I'm calling it right now. You guys bookmark this because that's what's going to happen. So that Khamzat, I want to see it because I've seen him spar. Sean beats the brakes off him. It's a rough 2 rounds. Like 2 rounds, Khamzat, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm grinding him. Never doesn't submit him often. He just, yeah, I'm gonna. And after that, Sean tees off on him. Like, I hope none of you know that, and I hope y'all bet heavy on Khamzat because I want those betting odds to be in Khamzat's favor. So I will make another fortune. I made a fortune off Sean. Well, a fortune, couple $100 off Sean beating the style bender. I want to make even more off Khamzat. Everyone is so high on him. 13-0. Now, that does make a difference. DuPlessis is 22-2, I believe it is. He's lost. Not in a long time, but he's lost. The UFC loves that undefeated streak. 13 wins and 0 losses. That is all you will hear about leading up to that fight. Khamzat does do a good job of trash talking. Like he runs his mouth a little bit. I do look forward to hearing him and Sean jibber back and forth. But Khamzat hasn't earned it. He beat a 170er on 11 days notice and took him to decision. That's not what's needed. So who do you think should be next? I mean, honestly, do you think it should be do you think it should be Khamzat? You think he should get that shot? Or is it just something y'all want to see? Like, I don't even particularly want to see it yet. I'm not a huge Khamzat fan. I'm not riding that train like everybody else is. Everybody else is just, they're so high on him. They just love Khamzat. They love that he's able to go in there and beat people up pretty good. He hasn't beat a contender. When he fights contenders, he kind of outpoints them, as he did with Gilbert Burns. In that way, as he did with Usman, he got the good position and just kind of held it. He looked like the bigger fighter, which is impressive because Usman's always been a fairly big 170er, but he was smaller than Khamzat. Anyways, tell me in the comments, guys. I don't have much more to add to that. I'm looking forward to whatever fight Sean has next, and I'm looking up, more importantly, to the buildup of whatever Sean fights next. I love hearing that man talk. The way he is able to just say what everybody else wants to say. It's a skill only Donald Trump has. Donald Trump and Sean Strickland. So I look forward to his next fight. I'm too, whether it's Khamzat, whether it's DuPlessis, whether Cannonier steps up, or Bo Nichols jumps the line and fights him next. I look forward to watching Sean Strickland fight. That is something I think about. Bo Nichols versus Sean Strickland. No build-up. Bo Nichols is humble's the wrong word. No wrestler is humble, but he is not braggadocious. He will not say, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to smile. He will. The cerebral assassin. He'll Triple H him. He will just talk about how great he is and how Sean is nice. It won't be so much bad about Sean. It'll just be great about him. And I look forward to that a little bit, I guess. I didn't think I would until I thought about it. But anyways, tell me in the comments what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing along. And let's go Strickland.